I'm going to show you how I made this angel, and I'm using my quote-unquote forgotten pattern for this, and I altered it by making that skirt shape at the bottom, and I was pretty happy with the way it came out. So I sewed it, stuffed it, and then did the detail sewing on top to make the skirt look kind of wavy and to define the arms. So instead of painting it white, I decided I was going to paint it with these beautiful iridescent gold pearly paints. And I love this paint. It's the Color paint, and I love it because it just has a beautiful sheen to it. So I'm going to paint the front and back of that using that gold. This is how I do the cheeks. I get most of the paint off of the brush and then I just swirl it around. I have another video that shows how I make the face, which you can watch if you want more instruction on that. So I'm using my fabric markers, the micron markers, to make the rest of the face. And then I use my tiny little brush to make the lips. Have to let that dry for a minute. Now these are the wings I use. They're a little, this is a beautiful wing shape, but it's a little floppy. It won't really stay up. So I'm going to mount it on this craft text, and it's kind of a cross between paper and fabric. And so I glue gunned it all around the edges, and now I have to cut this out. And this will be a nice stiff wing. So there it is. Now I'm going to paint it using my gold metallic marker so that it has a nice iridescent look to it. I probably should have painted it with paint first and then gone over it with a marker, because I think I used up most of my ink on that one wing, but oh well. Live and learn. Learn from me. So here's the hair. I just tied it together in the middle, and that's going to go there. I glued it on. Looks awesome. And I put a crown on this one, but I'm going to put a halo on this one. I had these already made. Now this I'm going to use for trim. Precious metals. You can't even get that anymore, so it's literally precious. So here's the halo. I made it using chipboard, and I glued Austrian crystals on there that are super tiny. So this is how I attach it. I use the string to attach it to the hair. I don't like gluing it on. I like it to be kind of separate on its own. So I'm just tying that in the back, and there it is. It's so cute with a halo. I say that about everything. So here's the precious metals trim, and I really like the way that looks. Originally I thought that I was going to have to color the flesh a little bit darker because it blended in with the gold paint. It just didn't have any contrast, but once I put this trim on, I thought it looked just fine. So I really like the way this enhances it. So I'm using fabric tack to attach that, and then I need one around the neck there. And I love this trim. I hardly ever use it just because I can't get it anymore. They don't make it anymore. Now I have to glue those wings on. So I put the glue on there and just hold it in place until it hardens up, and it looks nice and neat on the back there with a craft text showing. And then I'm putting the string on and then tying it. And I really like the way this came out. So here she is all finished. Isn't she so cute? Thanks for watching. See you next time.